Hello viewers, welcome to Comblis channel. Today we are going to discuss with the kids all about online studies. Let's hear what they have to say. My name is Sunita and your host for today. Let's get started. All right, so I was going to say good afternoon, but I guess it's different time zones around the place. Before getting started, okay, we'll just have a little warm up for our hands. Okay, a little warm up for our hands. Okay, so you know how to do hip hip? Okay, you just do hip hip, hooray. Yeah, hip hip, hooray. Can you do hip hip? Hooray. Okay, great. Hip hip. Hooray. 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 Hip hip. Okay, before we get started, okay, the most important thing is just a few regulations that we're going to talk about. And in case you can't hear me, tell me. Okay? In case you have any system issues, any technical glitches, you are all on WhatsApp, yeah? So there's a team which is available on WhatsApp and they'll fix the problem for you right away as much possible. We do hope we don't have any glitches. All right? Clear? Thumbs up? The first one is Via Rishika Sons.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Via Rishika Sons and I live in UAE, Dubai.
Okay, Risa Martis.
Hi, I'm Risha Martis. I'm from Dubai.
Okay, great. Next one, Aksa Master.
Hi, this is Aksa. I'm from Dubai.
Very good. Next one, this is Giselle Disa.
I am Giselle and I'm from Dubai.
Okay, great. Next one, Shristi. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Shristi.
Yes, ma'am. This is Srishti from Dubai.
Okay, great. Next one, Sheldon.
This is Sheldon from Dubai.
Okay, great. Next one, Sanya.
Hi, I'm Sanya D'Souza and I'm from Australia.
Okay, great. Next one, Rebecca.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lobo and I'm from Kuwait.
Okay, great. Next one, Mehak.
Hi, I'm Mehak Fatima and I'm from Karnataka, India.
Great. Next one, Jennifer D'Souza.
Hi, my name is Jennifer D'Souza. I'm from Bahrain.
Okay. Jennifer, I think your voice was cracking. I'm not sure if it was only me who experienced that. Okay, next one is Sadhana.
Hello, this is Sadhana Hegde from Bahrain.
Right. Next one is Andrea Lona.
Yeah, I'm Andrea Iona from Oman.
Iona, okay.
Iona.
Next one is Tisha Joylan.
Hi, I'm Tisha Jordan Matthias from Dubai.
Okay, next one is Adrian.
Hi, this is Adrian Rex Coutinho and I'm from Doha, Qatar.
Okay, next one, Viona.
Hi, I'm Viona Matthias from Karnataka.
Okay, great. Next one, Elric Prabhu.
Hi, this is Alric Prabhu and I'm from Mumbai, India.
Next one, Andrea Monas.
Hi, this is Andrea Monis from Karnataka, India.
Next one is Rumaiza.
Hi everyone. My name is Rumeza and I'm from Dubai.
Rumaiza is from Dubai. Okay. Next one is Niola.
Hi everyone, I'm Niola Krasta and I'm from Kuwait.
Great. And the last one is Larissa.
Hi, this is Larissa from Qatar.
Great. Thank you so much. Did I miss anyone? Okay, great. So I think that should be good. We have everybody there and we've got all the names as well. So, okay, now let's just get started with the actual thing. Well, once again, hello everybody and welcome to the special episode of Comblis channel about change. Impacts, challenges, good and bad, all about distance learning, learning online. My name is Sunita and I'm from the city that never lets you say goodbye. Which is that city? Do you know? No? It's Dubai. We've got so many people here. That's from Dubai. All right. Now, Comblis channel is a channel that helps representing your talents. Comblis is all about combination of a list of talents. Now, you are good in kicking. I mean, not kicking, but maybe kickboxing, and you love cooking. Yeah, you could be loving cooking. So that's something you want to see, you know, some lovely dishes that you could make, something more than what you can do. If you love writing, Yeah, you're very, very good in writing. So what are the things you could be doing as well? Probably you could give a speech on dieting, not dieting, dieting. Yeah, you could give a speech on that. That's some special talents. Singing, dancing, arts, painting, writing, whatever you are good at, you must showcase your talent. Now, we all learn a lot of things during school, yeah, but there are some things, those are special blessing that comes directly from God to us. We don't need anybody to teach us. We just learn it. And that talent is something you must showcase. Yeah, combination of a list of talent is what we are looking for. And when you send in the videos to Comblis channel, make sure landing should be on landscape mode. We kept talking about it, landscape mode, and you need to send it on Comblis channel at gmail.com. Now, students of all ages are going through a complete change. Yeah, the biggest change today is the world's children are exposed to the highest level of screen time. No personal interaction. Look at me talking to you on screen. This is where we have landed. Now, we are all going through this challenge of good versus bad screen time. Yeah. Well, it's not only the screen time that matters, but it's also the content that is consumed that affects one's well-being. If you can speak, you can influence. And if you can influence, you can change. You can change. If you can speak, you can influence. And if you can influence, you can change. So today, we look forward to your views on how you feel and the changes you want in life. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a list of questions and you got to answer them. What we could do is I'll call out the names. If you don't raise your hands up and say, I want to answer. Okay. The first question is, how would you like to be learning right now? More time at home or more time at school? So do you like online studies? Who wants to answer? Mehak wants to answer. Okay, let's hear it from you, Mehak.
This is my preference. According to me, I feel studying at school is much more better, because when we are studying at home, we feel a lot lazier. At least I do that. I feel a lot lazier and things kind of attract more than studies. But if it's at school, we have the environment for studying.
Okay, agree. This is Mehak from India, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so a suggestion from India coming up states that she prefers to go to school. She's already becoming lazy, and so am I. Who else wants to answer? Anybody else? Anyone else has the same opinion or has a different opinion? Elric, okay, let's hear it from you.
It's kind of the same opinion because in school we have that strict environment and we're being monitored all the time.
Okay.
And at home we're always in our comfort zone and we're much less monitored over there. So school is a preference.
Okay, school is a preference. You feel you can bully your mommy and daddy. You can't bully your teacher. I get that. Okay, Risa wants to say something. Okay, let's hear it from you, Risa. Sheldon, I'll come to you next, okay?
I think school is better because we lack face-to-face communication if we are in online classes.
Yeah, okay, great. Okay, Sheldon?
For me, they are both like the same, because when you are going online, they are both very good advantages. Like when you're doing it online, the parents can see you. But when you're doing it on site, the parents cannot see you. But when you're doing it online, the disadvantage is for your eyes. But when you're at school, you can learn better and all.
You can learn better and all. Okay.
Yes, but I think on site is better.
On site, that's going to school is better off, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave this one over here. Most of them prefer to go back to school. Yeah. Anybody says they want to continue online, who's saying no going back to school, just study online? Anybody with a different opinion here? Okay, Sanya seems to be having a different opinion. Yes, Sanya, tell me. No. Okay, Sanya's like no. I'm on the same opinion. I also want to go back to school. Okay, fine. So I think your majority believes that they want to go back to school. Okay, fair enough. Okay, next question. Okay, this is mostly, I think, for the upper grade, the upper grade students. What kind of effect is the current learning model having on your social emotional well-being? On your social emotional well-being, what kind of effect does this online study have on you right now? Do you feel low about this whole process? Do you feel happy about it? What kind of issues do you have with this? Okay, Adrian wants to answer. Yes, Adrian.
Yeah, so my personal opinion again, I feel like uh, I'm not learning much as compared to what I would have done. The output is much lesser online than
Okay.
what I would have done in college.
Okay.
So if I cannot learn, right, if I do the one thing I cannot, I'm not there for, so what is the use of it all, right? So it just, lowers your confidence. Basically, it just lowers your confidence, puts it down to an all-time low, my case. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get that. You feel really low because you cannot be yourself and you cannot always be the same what you can do when you're present in school and college. Okay. Tisha, I've not heard from Tisha. What does Tisha have to say?
I prefer offline learning as well. That's learning in university because I learn much more in university than I do at home. I'm much more lazier. It's very difficult for me to pay attention online, and there are many distractions. So offline learning is better.
Okay, so you prefer the offline. So overall, the social emotional well-being. So I think emotionally, you don't feel that great as much as you are when you're in school. I think your emotional well-being when you're at school is much better off. I mean, you do your best at home whilst you're online, but I think being in school, overall, the emotional health is much better. Agree? Anybody has a different opinion here? Anybody? No, all of you are with me. You make sure you ask me questions, okay? Okay, next one. Do you feel compared to other students during school hours when they answer and you were not questioned? So this happens many a times. A teacher has probably asked the same person a few times and somebody is missed out. Or you were asked a question and you could not answer. So do you feel like you're being compared to other students? Do you have such a feeling? Anybody? Who wants to answer? Nobody wants to answer. You never feel compared, like you're asked a question, or probably some other student is being asked, has been asked questions several times. Okay, who was that? Mehek. Okay, Mehek, come on, let's hear it from Mehek.
It quite happens sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I do experience that, because when I know the answer, but I'm not able to answer sometimes, or maybe I know the answer to the other question, but somebody else gets the chance to answer.
Oh yeah, this happens many a times. My daughter's always complaining about that. Mama, I know this answer. Mom never asked me the question that I know. I guess this is something pretty frequent. Viona, what do you have to say? Do you feel something like this?
Yeah, like how Mehek said, that happens a lot of times. The answers that we know, we never get to answer the questions.
And the one that you don't know, if your questions and if your parents are at home, then that's it. Why you don't know the answer to this question? What are you doing all the time? Yeah, anybody else? What's the difference if you were in school? Maybe, the same thing would be in school as well, right? When you're in a class and ma'am may question you about something that you don't know as compared to what you know. How different is it if you were in school as compared to online?
Okay. I mean, if we are at school, the teacher will ask you to answer it. And if you know, you can raise your hand and she can actually see you. But sometimes it happens as a glitch in online classes. She's not able to see you and you're not able to answer.
Okay.
Yeah, in my preference that if the teachers ask us questions, but in online learning, maybe there's some glitches and network problems, and most of the time, people who have these problems are left behind, or they're not able to answer, and maybe there are just some differences.
Yes, system glitches could also hamper this. Yeah, you may not be able to answer. Like I think Tisha we had who had just left out during the first question. So something similar could always happen. Okay, great. Shrishti, what do you have to?
Yes, ma'am. So actually happens a lot because sometimes the teacher wants to test the knowledge of people who don't ever raise their hands. So she always asks the people who don't raise their hands and who don't know the answer. And they don't sometimes give the chance to people who know the answer, and that's one of me. So I really want to get a chance and I don't get a chance. So
You
that
feel,
happens a
you
lot.
feel a bit of unfairness over there, yeah? You feel like, okay, why am I not being,
But sometimes
given?
I feel like, they have to learn. So I don't really feel left out a lot, but it's
Okay, one last one. Okay, let's hear it from Sania. Okay, she's been putting her hands up for a very long time. She's going to say, this ma'am is not giving me a chance, so I'm going to give her a chance now.
Online learning has given advantages to many people to cheat on stuff.
Cheat on stuff. Yes, yeah, because you can actually log on to the other sites and answer questions. Okay, so people do have that option as well. Okay, I get that. Okay, so people do feel compared. Okay, people do feel happy, people do feel sad. I think mostly people feel sad when you're asked a question that you don't know the answer, and you feel so down when the teacher is asked and you don't know the answer, and you feel like, I wish she didn't ask me this question and she'd ask me something else. That's the same feeling I think I would have also. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the next question. Okay, let's hear this from everybody, and I'm going to choose people who have not answered. Having parents at home during your online studies, is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? I can see everybody smiling and like, oh, everybody. Oh, this is being a good question. Everybody wants to answer. Okay, I'm just gonna take it from a few of them. Okay, let's hear it from whom this time? Who wants to answer? Okay, I didn't give Sheldon some. Oh, Giselle has raised her hand. So okay, let's hear it from you, Giselle, and then it's Aksa. Okay.
Okay, so sometimes it's basically an advantage and disadvantage too. Okay. Because sometimes they just walk in during my tests when they are not allowed. It's not, sometimes during the exams it's not allowed for people to be in the same room for mine. Okay. So sometimes they just walk in. Okay, so the teachers they see that they are there. Okay, because it's not allowed. Okay, and sometimes if the teacher is not giving me a chance, sometimes parents just ask that, like, why did you not answer?
Is it good or bad now? Is it good or bad to have mommy and daddy around? Good or bad?
It's good and bad. And the good part is that they help you when you don't understand some stuff.
But that's the teacher's job, no? Why the parents should be helping?
Yeah, because if the teacher does not see you, then parents can help, right?
Okay. Let's see what Aksa has to say. Okay, Aksa, let's see what you have to say.
I think it's good when parents are at home, because sometimes if you're going to face, sometimes unfairness also happens. But if you're at home, your parents can know what is happening in your school and stuff. And also sometimes if the teacher is asking the question and then you don't know the answer and you're not answering, then your parents will be like, why didn't you answer?
Yeah, parents will. That's a difficult time. No, when you don't know the answer in your court, then that's a bad time. Okay, this is from the little ones, I guess. Okay, let's hear somebody who's grade 10 and above. Okay, let's hear from Andrea. What Andrea? So she's not raised her hand. I'm going to ask her. She's searching. I see the unmute button.
Yeah, ma'am. So parents keep monitoring us, and if we don't answer, how I guess Aksa said, they question us, why did you study? Then there's an advantage, they can help us to answer sometimes. Yeah,
cheating. Oh my God, full-fledged cheating.
Sometimes, yeah, if you don't understand. So yeah.
Okay, so you agree that it's helpful to cheat, but otherwise, when you don't know the answers, it's better not to have them around. Yeah. Okay, Rebecca, what do you have to say?
It's not any different for me because my mom teaches in the same school as where I study. So either way, she knows everything that goes on with me.
So your life is pretty different compared to the others. At least we have the option of getting rid of our parents. You don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, Via, what do you have to say?
Well, I think having parents around is good, because in case of any emergency or any issues, your parents are right around you, so you can immediately call them.
Emergency? What kind of emergency during school would you have?
Not like school, like when you're at home, just in case if you get hurt or anything happens, then your parents are around to help.
My God. Really? Okay, fine. Okay, I get that. Okay, okay. How about Sadhana? Sadhana has been quiet for some time. Okay, Sadhana, what do you have to say? Having parents, good or bad?
For me, honestly, my parents aren't at home when I'm having classes, and if
Is
they
that
are,
blessing?
I I don't know. I think my mom at times she is at home at Saturdays, and at times I have extra classes like today. And
Mm-hmm.
I think it in some ways it is a good thing if they're there at home rarely, because those are the days I pay attention to class with the fear
Uh-huh.
that they'll come in anytime.
Okay.
But otherwise, even when they're at home, I tell them to like not enter my room
Okay.
because I get
Okay.
nervous. So I think
Okay.
it
Okay.
goes both ways.
So it's like, having the police around, people follow the rules.
Yeah.
Okay, Tisha. Yeah, Tisha, what do you want to say?
I personally feel it's really good to have parents around, especially during online learning, because if it's not for them, we really don't pay attention to what we learn, what
So
we're supposed to learn.
now all
So
the
like,
parents who are going to work, no, are going to be under severe stress. Oh my God, my kids are not studying at home. Kalas, finished. All are going to have tension. Okay, one last one. Okay, who's that? Sanya. Okay, Sanya.
I think it's bad because we might interrupt them if they're busy. Plus, it's not good even because they might give us all the answers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll give you all the answers. That's another problem. Yeah. Okay, great. I've not heard from the boys. Let me choose somebody. Okay, who wants to answer? We've got Elric and Adrian. Okay. Okay, Elric wants to answer. Okay, let's hear it from you.
It's good because they're actually a replacement for the strict supervision of the teacher. So it's a plus point having parents
Okay,
around.
are they at home? That's the reason you're saying yes?
No.
How about Adrian? What do you have to say, Adrian?
Well, like for most of the part, my parents aren't around when like my classes are happening. But like even when they are there, I really don't mind because I would just get up from there and just go into my room and tell them not to come. Right.
Very smart. I think
So yeah.
you've outgrown that age where, like little ones say, Mama, don't do it, and mamas won't do it. With you guys, I think it's a little more different. Yeah, life is a bit different for you guys. Okay, I get that. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, I think on this one, it's a mixed thing again. People love parents at home and people don't love parents at home. And when your parent is a teacher, then what can you do? You don't have a choice over there. Yeah. So, okay. So I think people love parents and people don't love parents. It depends on, I think the situation at home. But for sure now, somebody said parents not at home, we are focused on other things. So for those parents, awakening time. All right, the next one. Mommy at home or mommy at office? Which one do you prefer?
It's better mommy at office because it's embarrassing sometimes when you have classes and they interrupt you. They start singing songs or they just themselves at home enjoying, and you have to concentrate on the classes.
Okay, so getting rid of them is better off, yeah?
Yeah.
Mommy's away, better at home. Okay, good. Okay, Larissa, very good, very good. Okay. Now, moving on to the next one, okay? This is about teachers. How has the pandemic changed the role of teachers? I think this would be more for the upper grade students, okay? How has the pandemic changed the role of teachers? Now, I know some of you are also doing medical and on the college side, so let's hear. Okay, Andrea, let's hear it from you.
Yes, I really love teachers in offline and as well as in online. So my teachers, I feel the same when they teach, but actually in online we can't see them because in my live classes only audio was available, and I could learn through PowerPoint presentations and videos, etc. But I really wanted to see them through a video and interact with them. And I really in offline I was fortunate to get 3 months offline classes. So really it's really important, the role of teacher in a classroom. So it's incomplete without them.
It's incomplete without them. Andrea Monis, where are you from?
I'm from India.
Okay, because when I said Andrea, both the Andreas unmuted. I was like, which one is going to talk now? Okay, let's hear it from Andrea Iona, yeah? Okay, next one, okay.
Actually, from the teacher's point of view, they go through a lot. Like they have to prepare like a lot of PPTs activities, and they have to they have to try to explain. But they're like kind of strict now, but they call the parents, they tell like you have to study, because if you don't answer, they call the parents, or they text the parents, because we don't answer the questions properly. So yeah.
Which location are you, Andrea?
I'm from Oman.
From Oman.
Yeah.
Okay, so your teacher would actually call the parent, is it?
Yeah. Because some subjects like chemistry, I'm like kind of weak, so yeah, they call the parents.
They do. Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, that's good. But I want to know, as a teacher, what do you think the role of a teacher has changed? How has the role of a teacher changed? I mean, I do get that parents would be called in between, but what kind of a role is the teacher playing now? Shrishti wants to answer. Okay, Shrishti, yeah.
Ma'am, I feel like they are like kind of giving more like homework. I don't know about the schools, but mine personally, during like offline, we actually never got so much of homework. Only incomplete work, we had to do it at home. Next day we show it to teacher. But now in online school, we're getting like every single day like 3 assignments or 4 assignments or 5 assignments also sometimes. So it's very like hard to finish all of them within like just a few hours of the next day till the next day. So
Okay. One last one. Okay, one last one. Who wants to take? Okay, Rumaiza. I've not heard from Rumaiza for some time, so let's hear it from Rumaiza.
I think the most important change is that when we were in face-to-face school, the teachers said, keep quiet, shut your mouth. And now in online school, the teachers are, come on, speak up, or unmute your mics.
Okay, get that. Okay. Well, do you think the life of teachers is more difficult now? It is more difficult, yeah, as compared to before, where you're in front, then you can actually walk there and okay, Eric, let's hear it.
It is kind of more difficult than before, because they have to struggle to be more creative with their work, so the students understand, and they have to put in extra time making all those slides and PDFs and PowerPoint presentations and
Yeah, okay, so things have changed. Okay, I think I'll move on to the next question. Okay, the next one is, should physical training, dancing, singing, etc. be part of the timetable? Now, I'm not sure if this is part of the timetable for everybody, the extracurricular kind of things, but should it be or should it not? Okay, some new hands, come on, some new hands also. Okay, this time Adrian got up. Okay, let's give him a chance.
Well, I'm from Manipal, so extracurriculars are a huge part of what Manipal is, and I feel that is what is sorely lacking right now because of the pandemic right now. So things like singing, dancing, physical training, it's severely inhibited right now. So that's one thing I'd really like to have back, Yeah.
Okay, that's very good to hear, because there are people who have objected that, and nice to hear that you would prefer to have it. Okay, Via Rishika. Okay, what do you have to say?
I think these extracurricular activities should be added at least once a week, because from all the study that we do all day and we have so many homeworks, I think this is one part where we can actually have fun. And
okay, great. Okay, Sheldon. Yes or no? Okay. Yeah. Should you have singing, dancing, physical activities, physical training activities as part of your timetable? Or you should only have studies?
So. I don't think, because more time for studying, it might be better. Because because that time, I don't, like some things like music, physical education, they are good for the body. But the other things, I'm not so sure.
Okay, what are the other things you're talking about?
Like art, dance, I don't think those are good, but like physical education is good for the body and all. Dance is the same, but still, physical education might be more better. And then music for the throat, like it reduces throat pain and all.
Okay, thanks. Okay, Giselle, quickly.
I think it's good because you need physical exercises for your body, and some people, they became lazy like me during online schoolings. So that's why when I have sports and all those stuff, it just makes me more active. And
Okay.
also fun. It makes me like more active.
Okay, so you're happy about that. Okay, Aksa, yes, no?
So yes, and like because of the pandemic, people are becoming so lazy and they're eating more. So like if you keep like curriculum activities, if you keep like physical education, then people can even like do more activities at home and online itself.
Okay.
And also fun is needed because you can't study the whole time.
Okay, okay. Risa?
Yes, it is needed because during the pandemic, many people lack physical activities. They also take screen time more.
They take screen time more. Okay, now, Sheldon said certain things that he doesn't want as part of the timetable at the moment. But overall, if I have to ask, just put your hands up if you say singing, dancing, physical activities should be part of the timetable. Put your hands up. Let's see how many of you would. Okay, so we've got, I think, Jennifer D'Souza who says no. Okay, let's hear it from, and Larissa as well. Okay, okay, Jennifer, let's hear it from you. Why you think it should not be part of the curriculum or the timetable?
Teacher, physical education is necessary, and dancing will be a part of physical education itself. So that's all.
Okay, because see, some okay, I'm talking about my daughter. Okay, like she has got a PT class where they have all of these activities that happen, and they have a separate class for dancing and singing on different days. So every day they have something or the other during the school day, so that they are a bit more active. Larissa, okay, let's hear it from you.
I prefer not to have them. It's because it's really difficult, even if you're connected online, you're connected virtually. And it's difficult, especially if you're dancing or doing some yoga exercise, for the teacher to concentrate on each child and, see their videos and.
Okay, okay. So I think it's a mix of what people think, but I think majorly people agree, or everybody agrees, that these activities should be part of the timetable, where you have dancing, you have singing, and you have these activities. A few disagree on it. Uh, I think personally, this is nice to have a bit of activities, because if you're continuously having classes from morning to afternoon and you're studying and studying and studying and studying and studying, I think sometimes it becomes a bit strenuous. So having some activity of singing and dancing, it just helps your mood. Sometimes I kind of pass comments. What is this? What are you singing? Singing like a crow? So those little things just tap up your mind and you feel good about it. But yes, maybe there are some students who don't like singing and dancing, or that's not something they feel interested in. Probably that's not something that would be good for them. But overall, I think having some activities, whether it is singing, whether it is dancing, whether it is yoga, teacher cannot concentrate on everybody. But I believe that it is for your personal thing. It's like you feel good doing it. Yeah, what do you think? It's something that you feel good doing. What do you think, Sadhna?
Yeah, I agree. I think everyone needs to be a little more active, and I think it kind of increases the interaction, and I think it makes the students look up for the classes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I think that is something I would agree on. People look up for those classes. It's just like a break, no? When you are studying, and then you have a little break when you do something other than studies. Okay. I think, okay, it's a mix of answers, but majorly I do see that people are interested in having activities. Okay. This one is, parents in some countries are against having online studies. Just a couple of hours and that's it. They don't want to expose their kids too long with the online studies. So if kids are not doing online studies, what are you doing? What do you do during this time when you're not having this online studies? What do you do? You play games. Okay, Elric.
Well, teachers do give us a lot of assignments, so that takes up half of the time. But yeah, some other times we surf the internet, play some games or something to relax ourselves.
Okay, so as of now, because of the online studies is different, but overall, let's say, if it was not online studies, or no, I think let's stick on to the online study thing itself. So if you have a break in between two classes, what would you do during that time? Tisha. Okay, Tisha.
It depends actually, like, even say for example, in between those classes, if I have some work which is probably given to me in the previous class, or if I have some work pending for the next class that's coming up. So
Okay.
I would prefer, to just complete all of that work instead of leaving it pending for a few more days or something. Or I would just normally study, or if I'm bored, I would just probably, scroll through my phone or just walk around for a while, to just take a screen time out.
Okay. Viona, what would you do? What do you do when you have a break? Or let's say your class is also finished.
Yeah, I usually help my mom and I go out, take a walk, and actually let myself get a break from the screen because usually, even if I don't have online classes, I would be scrolling through my phone. So when I get a break, I actually go out and give myself.
Okay. Okay, great. Sanya.
I would play with my friends and enjoy my break time.
Okay. Mehak, what do you have to say, Mehak?
To be honest, I don't have the normal classes, online live classes like the others do, because I
Mm-hmm.
usually just been sending like notes and stuff by WhatsApp.
Okay.
So I usually
Okay.
don't get that exact name called break or something, but I
Okay.
can say that the whole time is a break for me since the classes are usually not live. So in that time, I either you know go through my phone like every other teenager would do, or probably help out in the house.
Okay. Okay. So, and I think for those students, the other thing is, I think a lot of students get these presentations by email. So again, you will have to access them on phone if you don't have the classes. Yeah. Because I heard some of these schools send the presentation and then you just need to check the presentation on your phones or laptops or whatever devices you have. Um, so as such, I think the question here was more of how much time do you spend online, on screen. So if you're given a break, are you still online? Like, you're watching a television or you're watching your phone or you're playing a game on your tab. Some way or the other, you're still with the screen, right? You're still online, right? Now, parents have an objection saying children should not be exposed to radiation, should not be going online for studies. But if children are not studying online, they're still online. Am I wrong? They're still online. Either they're on the phone where they're watching a tiny screen, even watching a movie probably for a couple of hours, or playing some games. So we are still online. So if parents are objecting online studies for long duration, then they should object the children watching mobile phones or watching movies or tabs and laptops. Even television, for that matter, is continuous watching of television. You're using your eyes, yeah? What do you think? What do you think? Is it right for parents to object on online studies for a longer duration, or should schools be having the same number of hours for online studies as they would have for regular class? Who wants to answer? Rumaiza. Okay, Rumaiza, say.
I think the schools should maybe um, minimize the amount of hours we spend on the screen, because last year even I got glasses because of online classes, and it probably affects your mental health, because I don't know, sitting in front of the screen for continuous 8 hours. And even in my school, we just get like 5-minute break for after one class, and only a 15-minute break. So I think they should lower it.
Rumaiza is from UAE, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Anybody else? Neola, I've not heard from you. Neola is very quiet. Let's hear it from Neola. What do you think?
I think that the classes should be kept normal timings, and they should keep 15 minutes break after each class, because teachers have to complete their portions and we have exams coming up. We have to finish all the portions before the exams come. And parents saying about the screen timing and all, we do not have any other way to study right now, so that's the only way we can study now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Who else? Okay, Sheldon, say.
The thing is, like, I agree with the parents to object to this thing, because, like, for the teachers, like, they have to give the presentation, they have to show the presentation to the students, they have to scroll up, scroll down, explain to the students. It uses a lot of this thing. But when you're at school, the thing that they do, actually, they open the laptop and one screen and they write on the board. So they write the questions on the board for us, and you have to write it down. We can easily raise our hands and all. So I agree with the parents to like object the online.
Okay, okay. The question more is about the number of hours, the number of hours the online studies are supposed to be. Should it be the same number of hours which you would have when you're at school, or should it be lowered because it's online? Aksa.
I think it's wrong for parents to complain like you're going to online school and then they're allowing their kids to watch television and phone after their school. So I think the parents should keep like few hours for their kids to do physical activities. And they should not like complain about like because they're also allowing their students, I mean their kids to watch television and phone. So that's like wrong.
Okay, okay. Jennifer D'Souza, what do you have to say? Same number of hours or less number of hours?
Sure, I guess less number
Less
of
number of hours.
hours because yeah, it's not good for your eyes.
Okay, less number of hours. Okay, how many of you agree less number of hours or same number of hours? Less number of hours. Okay, same number of hours. Okay, we've got Neola, Tisha, Aksa. Only 3 people. Okay, the others believe that the number of hours should be reduced. Okay. Okay.
No, ma'am, I go with less number of hours.
Okay, less number of hours. Okay. Okay. Next question. Okay. Moving on to the next question. How satisfied are you with the amount of time you spend speaking with your teachers? Now let's hear this one. How satisfied are you with the amount of time you spend with your teachers? Unlike before when you go to school, now with the online studies, how happy are you or satisfied are you? Okay, let's hear it. Who's going to say? Wow, I've got lots of people saying, putting their hands up. Okay, Tisha, let's hear it from you.
Very satisfied with the time I get now with my teachers online because I feel like, in school, when we ask them doubts, like not in front of the whole class, of course, like if you want a one-on-one discussion with them, it's very rare that you get time to do that with them. But with online learning, say like you join maybe 10-15 minutes earlier than everyone else, or you to ask the teacher like miss or sir, I want to talk to you I want to clarify something in private. So I think online learning that way has been a boon for us.
Okay, so you're more
Because
satisfied with
yeah,
the teachers, yeah, the amount of time spent with teachers. Okay, who's the next one? Andrea Moniz. She was raising her hands up as well.
Yes, I think in offline class we get more time to interact with our teachers. In online, I guess everyone will not get the opportunity because even in my online class, even I try to interact with them. Yeah, because it may be different for different institutions. Yeah, like Tisha said, she had 10 minutes before her teacher joins and she can interact. That was good. But in my class, in my online class, only I think like teacher used to enter at the same time what we were supposed to enter because even she had to take other classes also. So I tried many times to interact, to ask doubts, and my doubts were not clear. So then in offline, I think we are able to interact with them. Even I think in offline we are also able to ask with our classmates, and if it is possible, we can clear our doubts inside the classroom itself. So I feel offline is better for interacting with teachers.
Okay, so you're not satisfied with the time that you get with your teacher with the online studies. Okay, Mahek.
Since I already told you, I don't have live classes like the others have already said. So I don't actually get any time to interact with my teachers because it's just through WhatsApp we contact. They just send it to you and they just tell you to write it down and study it. That's it. We don't get to ask them any questions because the group they made has the option only for the admins to question. So basically, yeah.
Oh, it's like one-sided. You just receive, but you cannot ask doubts. Okay, so I think this is more on the Indian sector, right? Mahek and Andrea both are from India, right? Tisha, where are you from?
I'm from Dubai, and right now I'm in university.
Okay. Anybody else, who agree that, online studies, you're more satisfied with the teachers because, you can interact with them better off? Okay, Aksa.
Ma'am, I think I'm satisfied with online classes because in face to face, when you go like once the like period ends and then the teacher goes off the room and the next teacher comes, so it's basically no time. But like teacher said, if you come, some of my teachers come 10 or 15 minutes early, so that time we can ask our doubts. And also like after face-to-face class is done, we don't really, when there was no online policy, we don't get to like interact with our teacher. But in online class we can send a mail to our teacher also. And also some of my teachers keep like we can ask our doubts when once we're done and stuff.
Okay, great. Okay, yes, Rumaiza.
Yeah, I think it offline is better because I don't get more time, like much time with the teachers online. We basically just have to finish our portion and everything. In offline, maybe when the class is over and the teacher is going, we could stop them and I could ask them about the doubt or something. But in online, it will be sometimes the teacher mute us, so we just can't ask doubts. So I think offline we get
Offline is better for you.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, who else? Anybody else wants to answer this question? Sadhana. Okay, yes, let's hear it from Sadhana.
I think I would agree with what Romeza said. Like, I personally find offline studying much better because I think there is a sense of interaction. There is a sense that it's not just the, in the teaching point of view, but you kind of have a personal connection with the teacher. But the thing is that in our school, after a certain grade, your campus changes. So
Okay.
basically, it's all new teachers, and that's what's happened with us. So the teachers don't really know us; they just know our names, our faces. When we switch on the camera, which is pretty rare. So the only sort of interaction is just like yes, ma'am, yes, sir. There is literally no sense of connection, and you can like sense the awkwardness even with the teacher trying to make us interact, and it's like it's just not possible because there is no personal connection. So I think offline is much better.
Okay, offline is much better. Okay, anybody else? Okay, let's hear it from, I think we've got one from Australia. Okay, Sania, what are your thoughts there?
I'm not satisfied because you have to wait for your teacher to reply, which for me it takes a long time. But at school you'll get an immediate reply if you have any questions. So really, you don't have to wait if you're actually at school. And I get to spend a lot of time with my teacher actually.
Okay. So you spend more time with your teacher when you're at school and not online. Okay, I think this is pretty mixed. How about Rebecca?
No, I think I would prefer offline.
Offline.
The teachers know you on a personal level, so I don't know.
There's a feeling of belongingness over there. Okay, how about Fiona?
In offline classes, whenever teacher asks any question, I think the smart ones are always the first ones to unmute and answer, and we never actually get a chance. We don't have the kind of interaction and the type of excitement we have during offline classes. So I think offline is better.
Offline is better. Okay, who else wants to answer this? Okay, Sheldon. Okay, yes, Sheldon.
Yeah, when you are in online, the thing is, when you are raising the hand, probably we use Google Meet, not Zoom. So there's a raise hand option, but before that, we did not have that. So we used to only raise the hand. The teacher could not see us raising the hand. She used to pick the other ones. So, like after the question is done and all, it's like that. But then you have to raise your hand full, and when the teacher is about to ask you, you do not know. And when you're so tired raising your hand, you just raise it down. It's like that. But when you're in school, when you're automatically raising, the teacher can automatically see you.
Yes, yes. There's a difference of being in the class. Larissa?
Offline, I agree with offline. It's because you need the student and the teacher, they need that personal interaction with each other to understand. So I agree with offline.
Okay, with offline. Okay, I think I've also had some other students on this answering this question. Some had preferred where they say online because, during online studies, you can send us a chat to the class teacher. And, the class teacher sometimes makes you stay after the class and then, clarifies doubts. But I believe this is not everywhere. In certain cases, I think some schools do have this option where the teacher will say, okay, just stay after class, and you don't have to stay in school, right? You don't have to miss your bus or something like that. You just stay at home and just teacher connects with you and, can clarify doubts. But again, this cannot be applied to everyone. And as you said, it's different when you're in the class and teacher sees your hands, whereas here, like, just like me, I've got so many hands up, sometimes I don't know which one to make you answer, and the person will be like, I've been raising my hand for such a long time, what is this ma'am Sunita doing? She can't see me, right? That's the thought, and I'm sure that runs through everyone. All right, I think it's a mix again where people prefer online, but mostly I could see that everybody prefers going to school. Adrian, what is your thought?
Well, ma'am, I feel that online is much more better because between each period we have like a 10 to 15-minute break. So it's always a thing that our teachers always ask us after roll call if we have any doubts, and if so, we could stay and ask them. And if we can't relay our doubts within that specific period, we always can ask them through MS Teams. We use MS Teams, so we
Yes,
can
yes.
always ask them, and it's really nice. I mean, the teachers are also very supportive of us. So it's pretty good. I actually like it. I really prefer online over offline. Yeah.
In this subject, yeah. So I think I was on probably I've met some students like you, who prefer this online because you could really go straight to the teacher and get some doubts clear. But again, I think location wise it varies, teachers wise, school wise, I think there's a variation. I mean, some students don't even have this option of online, so even it's one sided. So you just receive questions and you don't have any clarification of doubts. So okay, I think it's mixed. Some children prefer to go to school so teacher can see their hands and come on, clarify your doubts. I think in the in the online version, children who don't speak and are shy to ask questions have this opportunity to send a chat to message to the teacher and say, okay ma'am, I have a doubt, and probably the teacher can connect with you. Okay, this one I think everybody would agree. Do you agree everyone is becoming lazy after online studies have started? Come on, let's see a big smile on your face. Yeah, see there. Yes, everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. Anybody says, no, I'm not lazy, I'm become very active after online studies has started. Oh, Sheldon is very active. Okay, Sheldon, let's hear it from you. How you became very active during
I'm
online
not
studies.
very active, ma'am. I'm very lazy, not active.
Okay, I thought you put your hands up, so you become very active. So everybody agrees, yeah, everyone has become lazy. Why do you think everybody's become lazy when the same number of hours are being spent? What is causing this laziness? Okay, Rumaiza.
Ma'am, it's because we are in a house and we'll be really comfortable, and it's not like the teachers can see where we are sitting. Sometimes we'll sit in the bed with our comfortable pajamas, and so it's about the environment.
Okay, that's making you lazy. Okay, who else? Via. Yes, Via. What's making you lazy?
I think like just sitting in one place and not having much interaction with your classmates and all that makes it really boring to just pay attention. So
Okay.
that's me lazy.
I think it's because that when we are at home, we have snacks and we can eat it so without the teacher noticing. And plus, most of the students in my class rarely switch on their cameras.
Okay, Neola?
So the teacher won't see.
Okay. Well, don't
Yeah, I
ask me
think
this question.
yeah, like sitting at home, we all will be so comfortable. Brother, sister here, they're playing, and cameras off, eating food. So
Okay.
we all be so lazy.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Rebecca? Rebecca's mom is a teacher. So, if you close your camera and you're eating and stuff, I'm sure the message will reach the school. Yeah. So, how about you?
No, she doesn't do that. She rarely comes out during my classes actually. 'Cause,
Okay.
she also has at the same time. She sits inside.
Okay. The message won't reach your mom in case your camera is off.
My teachers were pretty strict with the cameras, so we had to keep them on, or else you're thrown out of the class. So
Very good. Very good. I should congratulate your teachers. How about Adrian? Lazy, not lazy?
Yeah, pretty lazy, ma'am. There were times when sometimes, like, after a really good night, the next day I'd be too lazy to even switch the camera on. So it would just be the audio. and I would be sleeping, so it'd just
Oh
be
my God. See,
attendance.
thankfully, I
Yeah.
told you people to keep your camera on here. Otherwise, I think my story would be something very similar. I'm just talking and you're sleeping over there.
Yeah, so it was pretty bad at times. So I'm kind of really rooting for offline classes to begin again, for this very reason. I just don't want to turn any more lethargic than this. I don't know what could be more worse.
Okay, great. Okay, yes, Shrishti.
I think compared to like the offline classes, we have like more free time, like at least like a little bit more, not a lot, but a little bit more free time. But before actually on like the distant learning school, I actually like really enjoyed going to like face to face and stuff. But now like during like online schools, I really like the time just goes very slow, and I'm just like I find things to do like for time pass, but it is very boring, and I feel very lazy.
Very lazy. Very lazy. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, Mehak is putting her hands up. Sorry, Sanya, I think I missed you. I'll come back to you. Yeah. Yes, Mehak. How lazy are you with your situation?
Let me tell you, it's the comfort zone which is making me more lazy. And home is where the Wi-Fi is.
Oh, yes, home is where the Wi-Fi is. Okay. That's a nice tagline.
That's
Okay.
pretty much making me lazy. Actually,
Okay.
more than studies, we get too much interacted towards TV and YouTube, I can say.
Yes. Life has ended on two tubes, YouTube and oxygen tube. These are the two tubes part of life at the moment. Okay. All right. Yes, Sanya, all the way from Australia. Tell me.
For me, I think it's because I sit behind the screen all day and I don't care even like going outside because I can play games, just chill, have food, and like I even have time to do my work. But mostly that I can just chill and relax and do my
That's
work.
nice. I think all of you are not. I can see that everybody is pretty open in saying this. You guys are all very naughty. Yeah. Everybody, the laziness is because there is no police at home monitoring you. I guess parents are not around, or if the school is not very strict, then laziness even more kicks in, right? Even for us in office, if the boss is not around, your camera is off and you can do what you like. Okay. So everybody has turned pretty lazy. Okay. Laptops or school books, what would you like and why? So let's say if the school starts again, you're back to school, laptops or books and bags, what would you like? Yes, Tisha.
School books.
School books, not laptops.
No.
Why?
I'm honestly, personally, on a personal level, I think school books are much better than online because I can't study online. Like, okay, to the point where it's, just listening or like just reading through stuff, that's okay. But when it comes to actually studying for your tests, assignments, or exams for that matter, I would prefer actual school books because I think that's the way, that's the traditional way of how we have been taught to study.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Via, yes, Via.
I think school books are better because if I sit in my iPad and read notes like every day, then I get headache. And if I get headache, I wouldn't be able to concentrate well on what I'm studying. So I prefer school books.
Okay, great. Sheldon, books or laptop?
Books, because normally in our school we have the exam marks, and with it we also have the notebook marks. Notebook marks is like, still when you're doing it online you have to upload the notebook, but if you're doing it on the laptop it might be very hard to upload it, like you're writing in the laptop, you have to take the screenshot and all. It's the same with notebooks, but still, like if you're doing it, going to school and doing it, like giving the notebook, then they can easily just correct it.
But it's easier for ma'am to just see the laptop, no, rather than checking each one's book and correcting it. Ma'am must be saying it's better online. These kids just submit the presentation or their assignments and it's easy. Whereas in books, they have to take 30 books and sign them and check them and all of that stuff, no?
But not only that, because for students also, I think it's an advantage, because
Books.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, you can like read on it and all.
Okay. I've got quite many hands. Okay, Shrishti, what do you have to say?
Ma'am, I also prefer school books because they're very they have more like detail. It happens a lot because there are problems, and I can't study enough for like exams and stuff. So the school books will really help. But I also like really love my laptop. It literally has everything. But when it comes to school, I prefer books over the laptop.
Okay, great. Elric is smiling away to something. So let's ask him what he has to say. Yes, Elric, tell me, what do you have to say?
I mean, of course, notebooks and textbooks are better because you actually physically, the laptop is the same, but it gives you that, considering now it gives you that nostalgic feeling of, holding a book and reading off of it and actually writing down some stuff instead of on the laptop just type.
So you prefer laptops, yeah?
No. I prefer textbooks and notebooks.
You prefer textbooks and notebook. Okay, sorry. Okay, Aksa. Okay, we've got Aksa.
For school books, because sometimes in like online books and stuff there can be like a spelling mistake and we might get confused with that. And also sometimes online books are blurred. And while in school books it's very rare that you get spelling mistakes, and also it's not blurred out because it's in a page.
Okay.
And also it reduces screen time, so you don't like get any mental problem.
Okay, now faster. Okay, Giselle. Okay, quickly.
Yes, miss. So I prefer laptops because in laptops you can like, it's not blurry. It's basically what Aksa said. It's not blurry, and also you can type properly, and also spelling mistakes, there are less of them.
Okay.
And also it's also more easier and also habited from like last year. So I find it more easier.
Okay. Last one, Rumaiza.
I prefer books because it's when I studied, it was the way I did, and I think I'm adapted to it. So even if my notes are organized in my laptop, I still feel like it's a mess and I can't get all the things I need. It's just that you can mark in your textbook and just take your textbook and you can see, but in the laptop, on your laptop, and I don't know, I'm just habitat
It's a tedious task, isn't it? Okay, so I think majorly people prefer books. Some of them I think prefer laptops. I think the senior students would prefer laptop. Even for me, I would prefer laptop because it just becomes easy to put your notes on there and stuff. But I think the students, the school students, are mostly somebody who would definitely prefer the notebooks. Okay, let's do a voting. How many of you want notebooks? Put your hands up. Sadhna, Jennifer. Ooh, 100%. Oh, Giselle is the one who doesn't want notebook. Giselle, you don't want notebook. You want laptop?
Yeah, but when it comes to studying for exams, I would prefer notebooks more.
Okay,
for
fine.
writing and reading.
Okay. So majorly, I think people prefer books, and I think it's easier to put your notes, as you said, and you go back to those pages and check them out and stuff like that. But yes, both of it has its advantages. Okay, moving on. Next question. Okay. Now this one. So some children have doubts. Okay, about certain topics. Now, if only a few children are still having doubts and they keep going back to ma'am and keep asking, ma'am, I didn't understand. Can you explain this? And ma'am explains it. And again, the child comes back and again explains it. And again, the child comes back, or probably another child comes back and, the teacher has to explain again. Do you think teachers should move on with the rest of the class and take special lesson only for those students who have not understood, or not stop, just continue explaining and clarifying the doubts to those children? Maybe it could be one child, maybe two, or maybe more.
I would say that if she had to take a separate class, then maybe the other students who are not in the class would also have a doubt at a point of time. So I think she should continue the class and keep clearing doubts in between.
Okay, but she's already clarified this doubt. She's probably done it twice or thrice, but still, there are just a few handful of students who can't understand and the rest of the class understands it. So what do you think? She should still continue. Okay. Yes, Via.
I think that if the students have one or two doubts, then maybe she can clarify. And if she thinks the child is getting confused like a lot, then maybe special extra classes can be.
Extra classes later on. The rest of the class should continue or they will be bored. Okay, yes, Shrishti.
Ma'am, I think she should continue with the class and she has to explain, for if the students don't understand, then she has to explain until everyone understands. And if only if they like really like don't understand a single word she is saying, then she should maybe take some action like extra classes. But teachers should always like encourage their students to do better, and she will always like support, and she has to like continue with the class and make sure everyone knows everything.
Okay. Okay. Andrea, Iona, what do you have to say? Should the teacher stop or should the teacher continue?
Maybe I said maybe once or twice they can, maybe the teacher can solve it out, or else she should keep going and take another class, because the people like the kids who already know about, like children whom like they already know the topic, they'll be again and again learning the same thing. So maybe if she takes another class, who like if there are students absent or something, they can even join and they can solve the doubt in a separate class. Maybe.
Okay. Okay. Has anybody come across this situation where some of the students keep asking for these doubts and you're like, you already understood it and you want the ma'am to go on, but ma'am continues with the same student? Has anybody come across this situation? Rumaiza.
So there's one girl in my class. She always asks the teacher like when she finishes the topic, and then she'll get a doubt on that topic, and maybe twice or thrice. And I've seen that she probably just gets it, but she does it for the teacher's attention. And I think the teacher must know that these are the students who do it for her attention or something. So maybe it's not very considerate for her to take another class for them, even though they understood, and waste her time, because she mostly has like so much work pending. So
Okay. Tisha, yes, Tisha.
Well, in my case, it's actually different because in university there's this one student, or actually 2, 3 students. So like there's this group of students. What they do is they don't attend classes when they're supposed to attend them, and when it comes to like assignment deadlines or any doubts or any tests when we have, that's the time like when they'll be like, oh miss, I'm not in this group, what should I do? Miss, I'm not here. Miss, I'm not there. Miss, what should I do? That time I'm like, okay, it's really unnecessary because, well, miss, the situation which you gave, okay, maybe if they don't understand it when they are present in class, that's a different situation. Then the teacher probably can answer their questions. But when the student itself is not paying attention, or as Rumeza said, they are probably asking again and again for attention, then I don't think the teacher should really probably pay attention, because again it's the student's fault.
But see, there are sometimes some students, it's not a fault. The child genuinely did not understand it. Maybe the child's learning capacity is much lower. Sometimes, obviously, when your classmates, it's different. But yeah, if the child's learning capacity is low, in that case, what should the teacher do? Should she move on with the rest of the class or still continue, clarifying doubts?
No, in that case, of course, she should clarify. Or if again, it's like if it's only for one particular student, she could probably solve that doubt after the whole class has left.
Class. Okay. Yes, Sanya, the last one. Okay, then we'll move on to the next question.
I think the teacher should stop and like re-explain the question, because the whole point students go to school is so that they can learn new and like understand what they're doing, like learn new stuff. And if the student doesn't understand what they're doing, then what's the point? That's the whole point, that like kids go to school to learn something. So if they don't like understand, then like the teacher should explain it, unless like they're the kids who don't pay attention and stuff and have bad impressions on the teacher.
True. Okay, fine. So I think it's a mix, because obviously some cases I believe you all don't have this option itself, it's one-sided. But for some schools, you have this option where the teacher could clarify doubts. With the online studies, I think, sometimes teachers should put a stop and probably take a separate class for these students. I think it would vary from case to case, because every case would be different. Some students, I think, also have some special needs children as well. So obviously, the way they want interaction would be different. But with the online classes, it becomes a bit difficult to have everybody paying attention when you've understood the subject. Yeah, then you'll be busy doing something else, no? Okay, next one. How many students don't have or didn't have the devices, and especially with this internet, with this online studies, had to actually, get going, buying all of the devices required for the online studies? How many of you did not have devices? You obviously going to school, so laptops was not required at all. So anybody here who never had this and had to actually buy it for the online studies? Sanya. Okay. Yes, Sanya.
Well, my parents didn't buy, but one of my friends didn't have devices. Only their parents had it. But my school actually gave some few devices for free, but they had to return it, like few iPads for free, just for online
Okay,
studies.
that's nice.
But they had to
Okay.
return it back.
Okay. Okay. All right. How about Risa? How about you all in your school? Did you all have devices beforehand?
No.
So you had to actually buy it for the online studies. Anybody else? The rest of them, you all had your devices, yeah? You already were working on laptops and stuff. Okay. Yes, Aksa?
I didn't really buy, but last year, like I had my computer which my father uses, and it was pretty slow. And I used to get many glitches with that computer. So for that reason, I had to buy a new computer this year for my school.
Okay. So, okay. I think just a few of them, majorly in this group, I think everybody had laptops because a lot of students, I think, across were not having laptops or devices and had to actually, these were the additional expenses that came for parents to buy these devices. Obviously, online studies was not anticipated earlier. Okay, next question. How many of you use headphones? And whilst you're having your headphones and your classes on, do you feel like watching movies or cartoons during these times and then you don't, and you think your parents are not watching you? So you just continue playing games, watching movies, or doing something which is not related to school? Because you're wearing your headsets, yeah? Like you're doing now. So I'm talking here and I'm sure some of you are being naughty and doing something else out there. So does this happen during school? Nobody wants to answer this. Then, it'll be poll call. Mommy and daddies are hearing, they would know what's happening. No, Mike is smiling over there. Yeah, it does happen, right? Using your headset, you tend to get bored. And when something like this happens, when somebody's continuously asking the same question, you may tend to say, okay, no, let me just quickly watch something else. How many of you do? Put your hands up. Yeah, you can say.
Once in our Arabic class, that time we were having a test, so I already finished. I told my thing, and then other children were telling, and I was getting really bored. So I was watching something, but eventually my mom found out about it.
And did you get beatings after that?
Well, at that day only my mom found out, but she didn't really shout at me. But she asked me why am I watching.
Okay. How about Elric? What do you have to say? Do you come across something situation like this?
Well,
He's smiling. He's like,
sometimes
why
when the
you're
teacher is
catching?
just repeating one thing again and again, I put on some music in the background.
Oh, nice. And what if she catches you and asks you a question then?
No,
ma'am, glitches, ma'am. I can't hear your voice,
no,
ma'am.
no. The music is very low in the background. So if she asks something also, I can answer like straight.
Okay. How about Adrian? Adrian is smiling over there. Adrian's like, okay, I'm also sailing in the same
No,
boat. Okay, I will be
it's more
truthful now.
like it's logically kind of dumb to watch movies, movies and all other things like that. Because the whole point of watching movies or TV shows or anything like that is the sound, of course, right? So if you can't listen to it, there's no fun in it, right? So I think it's kind of dumb doing that. Yeah, Alric is kind of right, low music in the background if you're feeling bored, and then whenever the
playing on mobile is possible, yeah.
Playing on mobiles again, right? Being a gamer, you need the sound, you need everything, you
The
need to
feel is
communicate
different.
with other players and stuff. Yeah. So you need the sound. So it's kind of dumb too. Logically, it's impossible to play like that.
Okay. Okay. Next one. Online exams. Do you think it's easier to do online exams as possibility of getting the right answers is much easier? Yes, Risa is smiling. Quickly. Who wants to answer? Okay. Yes, Sheldon. Online exams is better off. Yeah. Okay. What about Rebecca? Do you think online exams is better off?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay. How many of you agree? Online exams or offline exams? Online exams, hands up. Okay, a few. The others prefer offline exams. Okay. What is the advantage of wearing uniforms during? How many of you need to wear uniforms during your online studies? And do you prefer it or no? Yes, Neola.
Yeah, I think uniform is better because some of us might sleep and attend classes, so we won't be ready for the classes. So wearing uniform is
okay. Wearing uniform is better. Yes, Sanya.
I even think that uniforms is better because some people might wear inappropriate things or like something, I don't know, which is like not appropriate or something.
Okay. Which subjects would you prefer online at the moment?
Can I tell something about the uniforms?
Yes, dear.
I don't prefer uniforms because sometimes the uniforms can be uncomfortable, and students will not will keep on checking where it's feeling uncomfortable and don't pay attention to the class.
But uniform is uniform. You're supposed to wear it always. Oh my God. Okay, Elric, what do you have to say?
I don't think uniform is necessary because but there should be a boundary to how we dress, like modestly. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Even if we're paying attention or sleeping, it doesn't matter what we're wearing as long as we pay attention or sleep.
Okay, I think it depends on the grading and stuff. Okay, how many are for uniform? Hands up. Okay, very few. The rest of them all are with Eric. Okay, no uniform. No uniform is happy days. Okay, fine. Okay, which subjects do you think cannot be learnt online at the moment, or you're struggling with those subjects, that shouldn't be online at all? Yes, Eric.
Maths. Maths.
Okay,
that
maths.
has to be learned on a board or face to face.
Okay. Yes, Mahak.
I was just about to say the same thing like you, because my sister, she's studying dental.
Oh my God, I'm not coming to her, huh?
She's in the first year, and that's what my family keeps making fun of her, because you see, she's not in the contact with the teachers. So how is she supposed to
Yeah,
contact?
correct. Okay, last one. Okay, yes, Tisha. After that, we move on to the next question.
Maths, and since I'm in university and I'm a psychology student, so it's very easier to understand what your teacher's teaching you and what she's telling you, like face to face compared to online.
Okay. The last question. Okay.
Can I just say?
Yeah. Quickly, Aksa.
I think it's a dance and music, because when you're dancing, you have to show your legs and hands, which is quite difficult for the teacher and stuff. And also in music, we can take the example of piano. If you take piano, the students won't be able to understand which it is, because it'll be in a different angle and stuff.
Okay. The last question.
Miss,
Okay.
can I please say one last?
Oh my God. Okay. Quickly, Giselle.
Okay, so I think it's Arabic and music, because it's because I'm learning flute in my music, so I need to know
How will
how
you
to
learn
do
to play? Yeah. Okay. The
and
last
also
question.
Arabic, because I find Arabic hard.
You will find Arabic hard. Okay. Do you think parents also have started liking online studies? If yes, why? If no, why? Andrea Moniz, come on, let's hear it from you.
Yes, I think my parents, actually my mom, usually come and sit sometime, and even she likes to hear the online class. And I don't like it when she comes and sits, but actually I think parents like to come and they just want to ensure that study is really going on, and they.
Okay, Shrishti. Yes, Shrishti. Do you think parents are also becoming lazy and they like online studies now?
No, ma'am. My parents, I'm just speaking for mine. Mine don't really like the online school, but the thing is that now face to face is very dangerous and all. But they don't like online school because it's very hard for the students to learn during online school. For them, of course, they have their disadvantages and opinions.
Okay. I'm a parent. Okay, I have a little daughter. I've actually become lazy because I don't have to get up early in the morning and pack things. Just when the school starts, half an hour early is enough for you to quickly get things going. So, anybody else? How many of you agree parents are lazy, and how many of you say no? So, how many of you agree parents are lazy now? They prefer online. Okay, we've got two. So the other children believe that parents are not lazy. Yeah, they prefer that the kids are away. They are gone off, so they also have some peaceful time at home. Yeah.
Also,
yes.
So my mom also, she's like that. She is happy because she does not need to pack my tiffin and cook food early in the morning.
I think smaller grades, yes. The upper grades, obviously, the parents don't have to do these things. I suppose. I don't know how that works for the others. But yeah, for the smaller grades, I think parents like us have a little extra time. Okay, I think this is overall, a few questions that I asked. The last question. Do you want to have exams at home or prefer to go to school? Okay, just raise your hands up. How many of you prefer to have exams online? Exams online. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 kids want to have online classes. Everybody else wants to go back to school and have, okay?
I prefer offline and not online.
You prefer offline? No. Okay. My question is, do you prefer to go to school and do your exams, or do you prefer to have exams at home? Going to school and having exams. All of you prefer to go to school and give exams? I thought all of you would say at home, yeah, you can easily cheat and get good marks. Are you all being honest and telling me, yes, we'll go to school and like good students study and pass by very well?
I have to sit in the living room, so I cannot cheat.
Okay, I think it's based on how parents are at home. Okay, I think if parents are not at home, it's better to have it, have exams at home. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you guys. You've been so nice, so sweet. I mean, given good answers, good explanation. Well, to conclude, I would say the world is changing, right? And the only thing that is fixed in life is what? Change, right? And with all of these changes, we have to adopt the new change. Parents and children need to understand now we are all virtual and digital citizens. It's time to give children the values of digital citizenship, responsibility, respect, compassion, and creating positive digital footprints. So we are so happy to have your view. We appreciate your time and sharing your thoughts. And we thank you for joining our channel. Without you, obviously, this day is not possible. Whom would I ask questions to and who would answer them? And a special thanks to all your parents who have agreed to, to let you kids speak up openly. I do hope you enjoyed the session. Put a thumbs up if you did. That's very nice of you. I'm happy. We've had a nice session. It's good to know we've had people from across 6 locations at the moment, and different viewpoints. Plus and minus is what we've got, and we're really, really happy to know about it. Thank you so much for your wonderful time with the team at Comblis channel. We want to thank you and everybody, your parents, your time, you especially for joining in today and making this day, this event, a wonderful event. From me to you, thank you so much. Hello viewers, thank you so much for watching this special episode of Comblis channel. Without you, we are nothing. Your views and review keep us going. So please continue to like, subscribe Comblis channel. Remember, Comblis channel, combination of a list of talents. If you're good in what you do and you want us to showcase you, please ensure to send in your videos on landscape mode on comblis@gmail.com. This is not the end. We finished with the students. Soon we will have an episode with the teachers and then the parents. Keep watching. Stay tuned. Comblis channel has lots of things for you.